Hi guys, it's Rachel. Today I'm going to be doing a review for you, and it is a product that I've been absolutely loving, and it is the CoverGirl NLA Simply Ageless Eye Concealer, which looks just like this. Now I only bought this a couple of weeks ago and I think I showed it in a haul, but already I absolutely love it. I think it is an amazing product, so I'm going to tell you sort of what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and hopefully help you decide whether it'd be a product that you would like to use. So firstly, it comes in a pot like this, and I'm just going to open it. It's just a screw top. So as you can see when you look at it, it is a concealer that has a swirl of moisturizer in it, and the white part that you can kind of see, I have mixed it together, but that is the Olay moisturizer. And basically what that does is make it really creamy. I mix it together. I generally apply it either with my finger or a concealer brush, but it's just super creamy and super, you're not going to be able to see that I've done that anyway, but it's super creamy, super blendable. Usually I find that pot concealers aren't good for covering under eye areas because they're a little bit too thick and they can end up cakey, and they can sort of highlight any wrinkles or lines that you have underneath your eye. But I find with this one, the moisturizer I think is probably what does it, but it makes it creamy enough that you can wear it underneath your eye and not sort of have, well, I don't have any problems with it creasing. I must say that I'm still only 22, so I don't have that many lines underneath my eye to begin with, but I do have some sort of little crinkles, and I don't find that it sits in those or highlights those in any way, in like a negative way. I think it is great for under eye concealer. I use it under my eye, on top of my eyelid, under my eyebrow. I put it all over my eye. But then I also use it to cover up blemishes, because you guys know that I don't have perfect skin. I certainly have breakouts. I've got some pimples right now, but I have used this to cover up breakouts as well. And I think it does the job quite well. It's so sticky enough that it will stick on the blemishes, but it is kind of thin enough that, like I said, you can use it under the eye. So I really like this. A couple of things that I thought was a little bit potentially negative was when I was at the shops anyway, I could only see two colours. There was a number 210 and a 215, and I've got the 215, as you can see, which was the slightly darker one, which is kind of odd for me because I automatically went to go for the 210, but it was a little bit light. So that is one potentially negative thing, that I think that there probably is more colours, but I went to a couple of places and I could only find the two colours. So I don't know if it's because they're phasing it out, or whether it's just Australia and they just haven't brought out all the colour range yet, or what. But that may be a little bit negative if you have sort of darker skin or really light skin. There may not be a colour for you. I liked this because it was kind of, it does have sort of a peachy pink, or it has like a pink undertone as opposed to a yellow undertone, which was good for the under the eyes to cancel out any kind of blueness. But if you had sort of really yellow based skin, this might look a little bit too pink for you, which may be bad for sort of the blemishes on your face. That could be an issue. The other thing that some people may see as a negative, it just kind of depends, is that it is a pot that you have to sort of twist, and sometimes I know that I find that it can be annoying that sometimes a like pop-up lid is a lot easier to use, because generally something like this, it can kind of, you have the lid off and you are less likely to put it back on straight away and it can dry out. I do know that I think you can actually see that on this one, that sometimes it cracks, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, probably not, but it can dry out and get like cracks in it, so you do have to be careful and make sure that you keep it shut all the time. But other than that, I think it's amazing, and I will definitely repurchase this. In terms of the consistency, like I said, it is sticky enough that it will stick on your blemishes, but I feel like it's actually kind of thin. It definitely will blend out quite smoothly. The moisturizer I think is a definite plus, because especially for the under the eye area, adding a little bit of moisture is never a bad thing. It's almost like adding like a little bit of eye cream. The other thing too I like about it is that Sometimes you might think that having like the moisture would be bad for covering up pimples or blemishes, but I find that my blemishes, especially when I spot treat them, go a little bit flaky and they can almost be dry, which is odd because the reason that you sort of have pimples is generally from the oils in your skin. But I can definitely find that the skin around any blemishes that I have dry out, and this almost helps with that, to stop it from being so flaky, because almost sometimes when you put concealer over blemishes, it can actually make them stand out more, because that dry skin, you can almost see it. I don't know how to describe it in technical terms, but I think if you have blemishes and you're used to covering them up, you know what I mean when I say they can get kind of dry and almost like scabby. That's totally gross, but I'm going to say it anyway. And I actually think that this works quite well on the top of those blemishes. So overall, I'm really pleased with this concealer. I think it's multi-purpose. It was inexpensive. I don't remember exactly how much it was off the top of my head, but it wasn't like anything more than $13. I think it actually may have been under $10. So a really great, really inexpensive concealer. It was I think it's quite easily found. I'm pretty sure I got mine, it's either from Priceline or Big W, but I've seen it in both Priceline, Big W, Target, chemists. I've seen it around, so it's easy to buy, and I'm actually going to go and buy it for my mum because I think it'd be quite good on older skin as well as young skin. Don't get put off by the fact that it's the Simply Ageless range, which I know is supposed to be for older people. Don't even think about it. It's definitely great for young skin as well, and I yeah, just can't say enough good things about it. So that is it. That is my little review of the product. I hope that I've covered everything. I'm trying to think if I've left anything off. Sometimes people ask about the smell. There's no weird smell or anything like that. So yeah, that is it. That is my review. If you have any questions about the product, let me know in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you and answer anything that I may have left off. But I hope this review has sort of had you potentially considering the product, because I think that if you give it a go, you'll really like it. So that's it from me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!